Hey guys.
Right guys, what is it? What are you doing? Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. Cindy's pulling her pants up nice and high.
Yes, I just started on the running today.
So, me and Cindy have been running over the last week. Cindy is training to do her first ever half marathon.
Yes, and the September.
In September. So we've got 4 meses,
Sí.
4 months. We started last week with 3 kilometers and we're slowly building up more kilometers. We're slowly building up how to keep an eye on our pace so we can run without stopping.
Yes.
And Cindy just managed to run 3 kilometers without stopping in 18 minutes in the last run, remember?
Yes, it's every time consecutive.
Exactly, progression.
Exactly.
So, what I'm going to do in today's video, a lot of you always ask me is, Louis, how do I start running? How do I run my first 5K? What I'm going to do is give you all my very basic tips on how you can start. Cindy is the perfect example. So last week we were running up to 3K, and again in this video we're going to do 3K again, and then as of next week, tomorrow is Monday, we're going to start working up towards 4K. So what you will need is a watch or an iPhone. Get the Strava app so that way you can measure your time and your distance. But we'll go on the run and I'll teach you through it, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Go. Despacio. Do it again. Shake out your arms. Exactly. One thing when you're running, especially in the beginning, is you might tend to pinch your shoulders back and squeeze your back muscles. And you'll find after 3 or 4 kilometers, your back and shoulders killing. So what I told Cindy is get into the habit, she's obviously exaggerating a little bit now, but get into the habit of just dropping and relaxing your shoulders. So that way you're not pinching all the muscles in your back, because that's just gonna tire out your upper body, and you need your upper body to be nice, loose, flexible. So just relax, hands down by your side. Not up here like this, like a T-Rex. It's bad. Nice and relaxed. Okay, so now we've ran 0.5 kilometers. So if you're really just starting out, what I recommend is stopping, getting your breath back, maybe for a minute, or maybe until you get to like 0.6 or 0.65 kilometers, and then going again for another 0.5 kilometers. Or if you can, try and go for 0.75 kilometers if you can't quite get that 1 kilometer. But what you want to do, I've told Cindy this, the aim is to run without stopping. So it's better to run slower and not stop than to run fast, stop, run fast, stop, run fast, stop. And this will take you a little while to get used to the pacing. So we've stopped there for 0.1. Let's go again. Okay? For some reason we decided to run at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sun is very hot, 28 degrees, absolutely boiling. Okay, we've just stopped for another break. Again, we just ran 0.5 kilometers, so we're at 1.1 kilometers. And again, if you are a beginner, it is very difficult in the beginning. Don't be embarrassed about having to stop. Just take a moment, get your breath back. If you're with a friend, don't be talking to each other, because it's much harder to get your breath back when you're talking. But again, if you're somewhere hot, run in the morning or run at night. Don't run at midday because it's way too hot. So stops at 1.6 again. We'll walk for another 0.1 of a kilometer, and then we'll start running again. But the key is not to push yourself too hard, because then you're not going to enjoy it. And the whole point is to take it slow, take it easy in the beginning. That way you can make progress. Track all your times, track all your distances, so you know where you're at, where you started. Yeah, and another thing that Cindy just said, which is very important, is food consumption. natural sugar, lots of hydration. But whatever you do, don't eat too close to running. Try and eat 2 hours or an hour and a half before you go for a run, because the worst thing you can do is run when your stomach is full. It literally makes you feel terrible, so unenjoyable. And another thing that I'll mention alongside this, which is also very important, is if you need a PP or a number 2, make sure you do that before you run as well, because that's also super unenjoyable, running with a full bladder or running with full bowels. So make sure you empty yourself in the toilet before you go.
A relationship is better, no, because they lost the energy.
Nearly finished. How do you feel?
Nice, because again the training, but only no very happy because I have 5 days, only 1 weekend, every day training.
Yes.
The next day better time.
Exactly. Okay, I'm coming out the wind, but basically what Cindy's saying is we did 1 week of training every day, and in 1 week Cindy's time went from 3 kilometers, went from 23 minutes down to 18 minutes. She cut 5 minutes off her time just with 1 week of training. Now we have just done nothing for a week. We've partied like crazy, and now her run this today was as similar as her first run when we first started. So
you was it different, no?
me, well, I'm a little bit more hardened than you, but it just shows.
Training you.
Yes, but party is bad for training. Very bad. Right guys, before we end the video, I made a few notes on my phone that I wanted to quickly talk through just to remind you of everything. So what you need for your first run is only a few things. You need a good pair of running trainers, like so, or like Cindy's. Don't use an old beat up pair of trainers, because it's just gonna either cause you an injury, you'll get shin splints because you don't have enough kind of like bounce back when you're running. And yeah, if you're running with old shoes or even a new pair of trainers that you don't really like and you have blisters, it's just not a vibe. After you've got yourself a good pair of trainers, what you want to get is either a smartwatch of some kind, Apple Watch, Garmin, whatever. If you're not really sure that you want to get into running that much, you can download an app on your phone called Strava. It does mean you're gonna have to carry your phone with you, but this will track your workout. You can literally click record, click run, and it's gonna track your time, your kilometers, your distance, your location, everything. So you don't need a smartwatch. If you're unsure whether you're gonna continue with running, then I suggest getting the Strava app, try it for a month, and then when you're finally ready, get a smartwatch that's gonna track your run. It just makes everything a lot easier. Next is appropriate running clothing. So as you can see, me and Cindy are dressed appropriately. We're wearing shorts, t-shirt, all that stuff. If you go out and wear a baggy hoodie, a heavy pair of joggers, Cindy's moving the camera. If you go out wearing a big heavy hoodie and a baggy pair of joggers and you feel uncomfortable and you feel heavy and you've got a wedgie or you've got chafe or whatever, it's gonna just annoy you and it's gonna prevent you from running. It's gonna prevent you from enjoying the experience. So the last thing you want are all these different implications, all these barriers to stop you from enjoying the run. So what I suggest, good pair of running trainers, smartwatch, appropriate running clothing. And I think my final tip for my beginner's guide to running is to plan your route. So as you can see, me and Cindy literally ran through nature. We only ran through the road for a small moment. When you're running on the road, especially at busy times in the morning, in the afternoon, it's very just kind of off-putting with loads of cars around. It's dangerous, it's scary, and I prefer to just run in nature where there's not too many people. You've got the track to yourself. And again, one more thing is to make sure you're running on a flat surface. So if you choose a route which is full of uphills, it's not going to be enjoyable at all. The route that me and Cindy did is literally completely flat, so it makes the whole running experience way more enjoyable. So these are all just little things to consider when you're going for your first run. As you can see, me and Cindy, you feeling good now?
Yes, very happy. Next day, tomorrow again, running.
Yes.
Every day.
And if you are starting to run, don't be scared to do it 4 or 5 times a week. I don't recommend doing it every single day to begin with.
Yeah, it's very similar. Is you feel feeling good, you wanna more. It's como addiction.
Exactly. Cindy's right.
Because it's dopamine natural.
Exactly. Very good. I'm teaching her well.
Yes, maybe you feel inside, or you broke with your boyfriend or girlfriend, but you wanna change, you go and running, it feels
Feeling good. Exactly. It's literally so good. Like what you said, it's natural dopamine. Doesn't cost you anything. You don't need to go and sign up to a gym membership. It's completely free. Go with your headphones and just enjoy it. And like what Cindy said, I was worried that we were running too much, but Cindy wanted to run every single day last week and she never felt too tired. If you're only running 3 kilometers, you stop and you're starting. Don't be scared to run every day if you're enjoying it. If your legs do feel sore, take a rest day. But other than that, I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, ask them down below in the comments. And other than that, thanks for watching.
See you.
Just as I ended the video, Cindy said, okay, now let's run to Ushuaia.
Yes, I like it.
Okay, let's go, vamos.
The running in Ushuaia closed, but now is the party. Okay, go. It's nice because everybody.
Party.
You mean party the running.
Let's go.